Hello and welcome to a West Suburban crossover match here at York High School between your York Dukes and the Willowbrook Warriors. It's the Dukes' first home game post-Jack Tosh Holiday Classic alongside Luca DeSanto. I'm Connor Choi and Luca. These are two teams that play each other once a year, and we see it here at York. What are we looking out for tonight?
Yeah, I mean, with the Dukes, like you said, this is their first home game since the Jack Tosh tournament, obviously, and we are seeing a similar lineup, actually the identical one to what we saw at Jack Tosh, where Connor Fitzgerald, Costa Campus, Sawyer Osgadam, Brendan Carroll, and Hunter Stepanek are all in the starting five. So we'll see how that works out. Dukes are still looking to bounce back after a rough outing at the tournament, obviously, Connor. Willowbrook, meanwhile, also looking to bounce back, coming in here with a bit of a rough stretch, but they're looking to improve here, and this is obviously West Suburban Silver versus West Suburban Gold, so there's some energy coming into this game.
Starters for Willowbrook are Jalen Griffin, OJ Powell, Mark Murrell, Jesus Gomez, and Mikey Garner. So that's the five that the Warriors will trot out. You know, you mentioned a disappointing end to the Tosh, Luca, and it was capped off by a heartbreaker loss to Highland Park. They were able to going back and forth all day, all game, and Connor Fitzgerald knocks down a three in the corner to send it to overtime, but then Simon Motion and the Highland Park Giants just too much for the Dukes to handle in overtime, and they fall, led by Simon Motion's 29-point performance. They're looking to rebound here, and tip-off's underway. And it's up, and Hunter Stepanek wins the tip, and Brendan Carroll will bring it up for the Dukes. Carroll, since returning, has been excellent running the point guard position for York, and he's looking to continue that hot stretch here. Osgadam has it in the corner. Now it's back up top. Carroll, top of the key. Try and go down low to Stepanek, but it gets stripped away by Murrell. Long pass into the corner. A three-pointer that is just a bit off, and Connor Fitzgerald comes flying in and picking up the rebound. Now he's pushing the pace. Fitzgerald over to Osgadam. Osgadam trapped, kicks it back out. Fitzgerald, long pass. Carroll, down low. Campus has it, spinning around. Gets it down low to Stepanek, who floats it back up into no man's land, and Brendan Carroll right there to pick it back up. Osgadam trapped in the corner, tries to escape, and he picks it up, and jump ball, and it's headed to the Warriors.
It's a great trap being run by the Warriors this early out of the gate.
Coming in early here and attacking this Dukes offense. One thing they've struggled with is playing against these full court trap defenses. Really have had a hard time kind of moving the ball around. They like to swing it around the perimeter and then only going down low if that's where they're going to put the shot up, and teams are starting to figure that out and take advantage of it. Murrell going back and forth with Jalen Griffin. Now it's over. Gomez with it on the right wing. Back up top. Griffin directs traffic. Now back over. Murrell. Try swinging it down low, and it's off the hands of Garner, and the Dukes pick it up. Osgadam. Now over Fitzgerald. Over to Carroll in the corner. Down low. Campus. Over to Osgadam. He'll try a right wing three, and he can't get it to go. Offensive rebound for Stepanek, who goes up and puts it in, and that breaks the tie. It's 2-0 Dukes.
Yeah, there's obviously a big height advantage here for the Dukes with Stepanek down low. We'll see how the Warriors try and find an answer to that.
Griffin now over to Murrell. Griffin holds top of the key. Murrell with it left wing. 5:45 left to go here in the first, just a 2-0 game. Slow start for both teams. Here's a left wing three. This one's short. Stepanek on the rebound. Gomez couldn't knock it down. Carroll in some trouble. Gets it over. Fitzgerald. Another pass to Osgadam. Right back. Fitzgerald wing to wing. Now over to Carroll on the left side. Swings it all the way over. Now Fitzgerald pump fakes. Back over to Osgadam. Does not shoot it. Had the opening, didn't take it. Now down low. Campus. Right over to Stepanek, who pump fakes, gets two men to fly, and lays it in for an easy 4 points, and the Dukes with a 4-0 lead. Warriors need to respond here. Dukes up 2 scores here. 3 minutes into this one. Long pass up top to Garner. Now over Merle's going to try a deep three, and he knocks it down. 1 point ball game. A nice shot there from Mark Merle.
That's a great way to answer right there, Connor.
Warriors have cut just a 1 point game now, knocking down the first 3 of this game. Oskadam over to Carroll. Right back. Fitzgerald sidesteps. Long pass. Oskadam pump fakes. Back over to Carroll on the right wing. Carroll swings it. Fitzgerald steps into a left wing three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Campus on there for the rebound. Goes up, gets blocked, picks it back up, and he lays it in. 6 points down low for the Dukes. Goes to Campus now joining in. It is a 6-3 ball game.
All down low game, like you said, Connor. I mean, the tallest player in this Willowbrook starting lineup, Mikey Garner, is only 6'4".
Hunter Stepanek has 3 inches on him, and that's who he's got to handle in the post. A big reason why he's had 4 easy points here in the early goings of this one. 4 minutes now. Spinning to the basket and getting blocked by Stepanek. O.J. Powell, nowhere for him to go. Willowbrook able to pick it back up, so they'll get a second shot here. A deep 3. This one won't go. Morrell trying it again.
You can tell they just can't find anything on the inside.
Oskadam in the corner. His three-pointer is off. Another offensive rebound for the Dukes. Fitzgerald with the left hand, can't get it to go, but Stepanek's right there for the putback. And now an 8-3 game, and it forces the Warriors to call a timeout. Chris Perkins wants to talk things over with his squad as the Dukes jump up to an early 8-3 lead. Hunter Stepanek leads the way with 6, and we'll step aside for 30 seconds. You are watching York Sports Network. Back from the timeout, 8-3 ball game. Willowbrook with the ball. They've got 3.5 minutes to make something happen. Only scoring for them today has been a Mark Morrell three-pointer. He's got it now on the left wing. Directing traffic, gets it over. Griffin. Now Morrell over into the corner. Powell has it. Sidestepping, works down low on Stepanek. Swings it. Griffin has it. Sidesteps, now pulls up from downtown, and he can't get it to fall. Stepanek's there for the rebound. Dukes have dominated on the glass so far, picking up multiple offensive rebounds to go with all the defensive boards they've picked up. Fitzgerald has it. Long pass over to Carroll, who's got a wide open three-pointer, but he can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound, and another easy lay-in for Hunter Stepanek.
I got a feeling we're going to see a show from Stepanek tonight.
Willowbrook with no answer for the Dukes big man as he's up to 8 points, and it's a 7-point lead for the Dukes as they're up 10-3. Ethan Jakob gets ready to check in. James DeSanto checked in after the timeout for Sawyer Oskadam. Griffin driving, baseline, kicks it back out. They're going to say he stepped out. So the Dukes will get the ball, and here comes Jakob. He's in for Campus. We have a smaller lineup for the Dukes, but they're going with a more shooting-friendly squad here. Jakob has it top of the key now over Stepanek to Carroll. Carroll down low, Jakob, perfect cut, and he lays it in and immediately comes in and makes an impact. 12-3 down the score. Eddie Sika gets ready to check in for the Dukes. Tough mid-ranger that can't be banked in by O.J. Powell. Long pass, Jakob, too much for him to handle. The bullet from Connor Fitzgerald hits off his hands, and it'll be a Dukes turnover. And Fitzgerald will check out, and Eddie Sika is now in. As if the Dukes need more of a defensive presence as they've gone on a huge 8-0 run as we come to the final 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Griffin swings in the corner. Powell has it. Now Morrell in some trouble. Kicks it out. Powell, a triple, and he can't connect. Offensive rebound. And going up and banking it in is number 33, Mikey Garner. Tough move under the basket from him. Carroll, quick handoff to DeSanto. Now over to Sika. Jakob has it. Now Stepanek over to Carroll on the right wing. DeSanto, pump fake, now pulls up at the free throw line. He can't get his shot to fall. Stepanek picks it up, picks up the rebound, goes up, and he lays it in. And the big man's up to 10 points here, and it's a 14-5 lead for the Dukes. Trying to go coast to coast is Powell, and he gets it to fall. No foul called. A lot of contact there.
And even with these, lack of looks that Willowbrook's been getting, I mean, all of them almost fell, if anything. This is obviously a very skilled team with getting buckets.
Down low to Stepanek, but a dangerous pass, and it's loose. And here's Griffin in transition, and he's going to get fouled by DeSanto.
Your foul number 5, James DeSanto, his first, team's first.
And while Moscow ready to check in, and he taps out. Brendan Carroll gets his first rest of this one. Now the only starter in for the Dukes is Hunter Stepanek. He's got 10 points. Mark Morrell now over to Gomez. Gomez works to his right, now swings it to the right wing. Morrell with it, now back up top. Now Griffin pump fakes from way downtown, now swings it back over Morrell. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. We'll see what the Warriors do here. Game clock at 10. Duke's showing no pressure here. Gomez has it. Back over. Griffin working. Pulls up, and he just misses. And the first quarter will come to a close as Moscow heaves it at the last second, and it's just off. So 14-7 your score here at the end of one.
This is just an interesting start right here. Both these teams trying to come out more aggressive out of that timeout that was called with the last 3 minutes of the quarter. The only problem is for the Warriors, they were trying to push the pace, but it's hard to push the pace when you got Eddie Sika freshly checked into the game for the Dukes. He slows you down to the backcourt, obviously, and that's where Willowbrook's going to have to operate mainly because they don't have a size advantage down low.
They'll have to figure it out as Hunter Stepanek stepping up in a big way. He's got 10 points after one, 14-7. You're watching York Sports Network. Start of the second quarter coming your way soon. Start of the second quarter here. It's 14-7. Dukes with a 7-point lead over the Willowbrook Warriors. For those of you just joining us, Hunter Stepanek leading the Dukes in the first quarter. He's got 10 points after the first 8 minutes. Alongside Luca DeSanto, I'm Connor Choi, and we thank you all for joining us tonight. They go down low. Stepanek goes up, and he lays it in. He's had some perfect touch off the glass, and he's shooting a perfect game right now. 16-7 now the score.
He's been making it look easy.
Griffin, a left wing three, and he knocks it down. I'm sorry, that's O.J. Powell on that one. And now a 6-point game. Willowbrook just doing enough to stay in it, but they've really got to kick into that second gear. Sika over to Jakob. Jakob working right, now swings it. Moskow's going to try his luck with a three. This one's long. DeSanto on the offensive board. Works through traffic, and this one's going to be short. Stepanek there on the rebound, and he cleans it up once again. Hunter Stepanek having a monster night. He's up to 14. He's accounted for 14 of the 18 points for the Dukes. Easily his best game so far. Coast to coast, and they can't get it to fall. Mark Merle stood no chance. Jakob works in transition, goes down low to Stepanek, who's going to get fouled. Connor Fitzgerald ready to re-enter for the Dukes. Checks out DeSanto. Now Moscow has it under the basket. He'll get it into Stepanek, who goes up and lays it in once again. 16 points for Hunter Stepanek, and it's a 10-point lead now for the Dukes. Griffin over to Morrell. Now to Powell. Powell pulls up from downtown. Can't get this one to go. Stepanek almost got the rebound. It got popped out, and now Jakob picks it up. Working in transition and going coast to coast and laying it in is Ethan Jakob. Goes in the bag there. Nice move from him.
That was a swift move. That's exactly what it was. You were stepping through the paint, getting right to the bucket.
Mark Morrell with it near the logo, swings it over Griffin. Now back up top, Gomez, back over to Morrell. Morrell in some trouble to Griffin, top of the key. Dribble drive and tough move, but he couldn't finish at the basket, and it's another miss. 12-point lead for the Dukes. They look to build on that. Fitzgerald goes up, and perfect touch off the glass as he lays it in. His first basket of the game, and it's a 24-10 lead for the Dukes. Griffin has it left wing. Willowbrook yet to make a sub. Morrell over to Griffin. Down low, and it gets knocked up and away. They go coast to coast. Sika stops, and he lays it in. Eddie Sika, nice job, and it forces a Willowbrook timeout.
This is just a rough start right now, or rough start out of the break right now for Willowbrook. I mean, only 2 points, or 3 points, excuse me. This is not how you want to start the second quarter.
It's been all Dukes so far here in this one. 26-10 your score. We'll be back after this timeout. You are watching York Duke boys basketball here on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout here. There's 5.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. It's a 16-point lead for the York Dukes over the Willowbrook Warriors. Warriors with the ball. Griffin to bring it up. Has it right wing. Over to Gomez. Goes down low to the newly checked in Matthew Sosinski, who's going to put it up and airball it. And Campus picks it up, swings it over to Fitzgerald. Carroll now has it left wing. Directs traffic, spinning around, works on Powell. Now gets it over Fitzgerald, over to Oskadam, down low, Stepanek. Pump fakes, now puts it up and lays it in. He continues to stay perfect as he gets up to 18 points, and it's a 28-10 lead for the Dukes. Long pass over to left wing, a three-pointer from Powell, and he connects. O.J. Powell having himself a night as he's up to 8 points, and it's now 28-13.
It's been a good night so far for them outside from beyond the arc, really.
Dukes, probably the only area where they've really struggled so far. Carroll has it right wing. Pump fakes and tries laying it in with the left. Wants a foul, won't get it. Warriors in transition. They go to Powell, who goes coast to coast, lays it in. And he gets the foul. That'll be tagged on to Sawyer Oskadam's record, and he picks up his first personal.
This is a good way to come out of the break right now, Connor. Five points, chance for 6 right now.
Up 10 points now for O.J. Powell with 4:18 left to go in the first half. Duke still with a big 13-point lead. Powell completes the three-point play as he's able to get the free throw to fall. Now the Dukes with an opportunity to re-extend what has been a double-digit lead for majority of the game. Oskadam has it on the left wing, now over. Stepanek tries going down low to Campus, but it gets tipped up and picked up by Gomez. Griffin has it. Works. Powell. Contested three, and he gets it to fall. O.J. Powell knocks it down. He's got 13 points, and it forces Mike Dunn to call a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, each timeout these teams are coming out of, they're both responding with their own energy. I mean, mainly for the Dukes, obviously, it's been Stepanek, and then for the Warriors, it's been Powell.
Now it's back to single digits. O.J. Powell starting to heat up for the Willowbrook Warriors. The Dukes need a response. 28-19 your score with 3:53 left to go here in the first half. We'll step aside and return. You're watching York Varsity Boys Basketball here on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout here, the Dukes looking to respond to yet another O.J. Powell three-pointer. He's up to 14 points on the day. And Brendan Carroll to bring it up for the Dukes. Sawyer Oskadam with it, left wing. Spinning around, in some trouble. Now over, Stepanek has it. Carroll, pump fakes, over to Campus. Wide open, doesn't take the shot. Instead, it dumps it off Fitzgerald. Now to Stepanek. Over to Oskadam. Oskadam pulls it up for three, and he can't get it to fall. Griffin's there on the rebound. Griffin pushing the floor, tries getting it down, and Gomez there to save it. He's trapped in the corner, and it's stolen by Carroll and swung over to Oskadam, who gets it stripped away immediately. Griffin works on Stepanek, and he can't get it to fall. Now Carroll on the other end. Swings at Stepanek, and they're going to get someone for a foul. Let's see who they tag it with, and it's going to be on Jalen Griffin.
His first team second. Back in the game for the Dukes, number 5, James DeSanto.
James DeSanto back in for Sawyer Oskadam. Brendan Carroll with a baseline. Carroll gets it inside the key to DeSanto. Spinning around now, swings it back over. Carroll has it. Deep in the right elbow. Now swings to Fitzgerald in the corner. Extra pass down low. Campus. Pump fake. Goes up and he lays it in. The paint dominance continues for the Dukes as Costa Campus adds in. He's got 4 points now, and it's 30-19. Morrell from downtown, and he gets it to fall. The three-point shooting heating up for Willowbrook here as it's now an 8-point game. The smallest this Dukes lead has been since the beginning of the first quarter.
Yeah, this is a great way to chip into that lead. Just attacking for the perimeter.
Carroll has it. Left wing, down low. Stepanek now, and he's going to get fouled. Willowbrook really taking advantage of the Dukes not shooting as many threes as we're used to seeing. You know, today they're working more down low because of the size advantage they had. It's worked out early, but, you know, a couple of turnovers, and Willowbrook just starting to heat up from beyond the arc. They're back in this now. It's just an 8-point game. Fitzgerald, a three-pointer, and he gets it to fall. Back up to double digits. Connor Fitzgerald knocks down his first triple, and he's up to 5 points. Mid-range pull-up is not going to go. Morrell couldn't get the fall. He struggled shooting against a much bigger Duke squad. Carroll pivots now over to DeSanto. DeSanto to Jakob, who will just spin around and pull up, and he can't get it to go. Stepanek's there on the rebound, but it gets knocked away, and it's last touch by the Duke's big man, so it'll go back to the Warriors. .11-point ball game. Griffin has it. Picking up the pace here. Goes through the entire team, then puts up a floater and gets it to fall. Unconventional, but it works. Jalen Griffin knocks down the floater with the right. Fitzgerald now over to DeSanto. Jakob with it. Left elbow. Back up top. DeSanto from downtown, and he can't get it to go. Rebounded by Gomez. Now over to Morrell. Morrell spinning to Powell. Right back over. 1:10 left to go here in the first half. 33-24 game. A deep three-pointer, and connecting is Jalen Griffin. They just keep moving further and further beyond the arc, Luca.
Firing from all cylinders from beyond the arc thus far.
Really heated up here in the second quarter with that perimeter shooting. 6-point ball game. Carroll now over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald into DeSanto. Pump fakes from the corner, and he goes up and lays it in.
That's a tough move right there. That's your guy off the bench, too.
Swerving over from the corner and lays it in with the right. Nice move from him. Powell over to Morrell. Now Griffin, another three, and another make. Jalen Griffin knocks it down 35-30 with 20 seconds left here in the first half. 5-point ball game. Now the closest it's been. Again, they keep making it closer and closer. Jakob, top of the key. Pump fakes, 5 seconds. Goes up, gets fouled on his way up. Clock will stop with 4.8 and 2 shots coming up for Ethan Jakob.
This team is really firing away, and Jalen Griffin's starting to heat up here. You know, interesting fact, Jalen Griffin was here as a student at York for a whole semester and then transferred back to Willowbrook.
Jakob's first free throw rattles out. Coach Dunn responds to the hot Willowbrook shooting by going with a more defensive and quick-moving lineup. Stepnick will get his first breather, which will last 4.8 seconds. Campus now the big man, and they bring in Moscow and Sika for that extra perimeter defense. Jakob, 1 for 2, but Sika grabs the offensive board, goes up and gets fouled. So with 2.5, it's a free throw trip coming up for Eddie Sika.
Foul number 2, O.J. Powell, his second, team's 5th. At the line to shoot 2 for the Dukes, 25, Eddie Sika.
O.J. Powell's second foul. Sika's first free throw is up, and he misses it. So 0 for their last 3 free throws, and it'll hold 35-30. Sika's second attempt up and away, and this one's long too. Rebound grabbed by Willowbrook. Last second shot, and teammates knocking the ball out. Powell stripped it away from his own teammate Mark Merle, and it'll hold 35-30 at the end of the first half, but Willowbrook really heating up, especially like we've been talking about all quarter from beyond the arc, Luca. If they want to come back, what are they going to have to do? And if the Dukes want to just put this one away, get back up to the 15-point lead that they had at one point, what are they going to have to do?
Well, I mean, starting with Willowbrook, I mean, you said if they want to come back, they really have come back here. I mean, they were down 12 with about 4 minutes left here in the first half, and they cut it all the way to a 5-point game. So they're doing everything they need to do. They're really heating up from beyond the arc. And that's really good. I mean, obviously, 3 is greater than 2, so that's going to cut into their lead even quicker. But the other thing about that is that is exactly what they have to do. They have no choice but to do that right now, is the inside game is just not an option right now, as your tallest player, again, in your starting lineup is 6'4". Meanwhile, you got Hunter Stepanek down low at 6'7", and Costa Campus at 6'4", I believe. So that's not an option right now. Meanwhile, for the Dukes, they still need to keep tapping into that game down low, because that's the only way they can respond right now, because they're not seeming to get any perimeter looks, because this 2-1-2 that Willowbrook is running right now is really messing with them right now. So we'll see if they can keep getting Hunter Stepanek open and getting good looks down low. I mean, he's up to 18 right now at the half, so we can definitely count on him in the second half.
Both teams have a lot to talk over, and they've got 8 minutes and 50 seconds to do so. We'll step aside for halftime. It's 35-30. Dukes have led all game, but Willowbrook's knocking on the door. Find out what will happen shortly here in the second half. You're watching York Sports Network. Hello and welcome back here to the Dick Campbell Gym here at York High School, where the York Dukes are up 5 points to the Willowbrook Warriors. For those of you just joining us alongside Luca DeSanto, I'm Choi. It was an exciting first half. Dominant first quarter for the Dukes. They started the second quarter the same way, and then Willowbrook, seemingly out of nowhere, comes in, and now they're back in it.
Yeah, Willowbrook was shooting the lights out to end out the first half. We'll see if they can keep picking that up.
They do start with the ball. Interesting, Willowbrook has only run 6 people, and the only person to sub out is Mikey Garner, who was tapped out for Matthew Sisinski. But the starting 5 back out there for the Warriors. Griffin with it down low and throws it off the right hand of Hunter Stepanek, so he'll have it baseline. Griffin gets it into Garner, now over to O.J. Powell. Griffin sidesteps to the corner, now retreats back out. Mark Morrell has it. Now back over. Griffin into the corner for Powell. Powell pulls up over campus, and this one's an air ball. Pretty bad miss from him, but he's been shooting great all game. Now Carroll has it, working to his right. Scoops it under in the corner. Fitzgerald down low, tries to get it to Stepanek, and it's smacked away. And defensively, I know it's really early, but Willowbrook's doing what you said they should be doing. They got to get more aggressive down low. Campus with it in the corner. Spinning around, gets it over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald over to Carroll. Right elbow, kicks it back out. Fitzgerald, left side. Works back over to his right. Picks it back up, and it's a turnover. Stolen by Griffin. They have numbers. Merle has it, lays it up, and it's too hard off the glass, and last touched by the Warriors.
Just some sloppy basketball kind of to start off the second half here for both teams.
Carroll has it. Stops top of the key over to campus on the left wing. Now back, Stepanek has it. Looking for something. Now over to Oskadam. Oskadam works to his right. Swings it. Fitzgerald. Right back over, and he's trying to hit Oskadam. It was just not the best pass, and it's right to Coach Dunn over on the Dukes bench. So, pair of turnovers to start this second half off for the Dukes. Willowbrook really needs to capitalize if they want to get back into it. Fitzgerald and Oskadam checking out. Sika and DeSanto are in. Griffin over to Morrell. Right back. Griffin tries directing traffic. Nobody's listening. Morrell ignores Powell. Swings it over to Gomez. Morrell, not a Powell in the corner. Goes up and tries going up and under, but he can't get it to go. Gomez on the offensive board. Swings it. Morrell has it. Driving. Pulls up, and he can't get it to go. Too hard off the glass. And the shooting struggles continue for the Willowbrook point guard.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to get some kind of bank laser shot to go there.
Almost looked like he was just throwing it up for the foul. DeSanto has it at the free throw line. Now over to Sika. Sika from the left wing. Now back up top. Stepanek has it. Over to Carroll. Carroll down low. Stepanek has it, and he's going to get fouled. It's the kind of movement you want there, Luca. Maybe start him out on the perimeter, then send him down low on a lot of cuts. They are getting more creative, involving their big man. O.J. Powell picks up his third foul. He's got to be careful. He's their leading scorer by a lot. Noel Moskell's in for Brendan Carroll. Down low, Stepanek through his hands, and he gets it knocked out. But DeSanto for 3, and he knocks it down. James DeSanto connects, extends it to an 8-point game.
Yeah, good job by DeSanto there. He was rushed on taking that 3-point attempt, as there was a quick closeout there from Willowbrook, but still got it.
Powell for 3, won't get it to go. Stepanek's on the rebound. DeSanto gets it stripped away by Morrell. Morrell working and tries getting it over to Powell, and it's a turnover. They had the opportunity, and they get another turnover, and these turnovers becoming very costly here at the start of the third quarter.
They've been forcing turnovers. I mean, Willowbrook has at least, and you know they've had some fast break opportunities, but they've all been foiled by. That time it was by themselves, just not communicating well enough.
DeSanto gets it knocked out by Gomez. Works around the screen from Stepanek, now gets it over to Campus. Campus just pulls up from the free throw line and banks it in. Campus gets the mid-ranger to go, and now back up to double digits here. Griffin over to Morrell. Now Griffin goes down low, swings in the corner. Gomez tries his luck with three, and he can't get it to fall. Sika's there on the rebound, swings it to Moskal. Moskal works in transition and goes coast to coast and lays it in. Back up to a 12-point game, and we're right back to where we were with 4 minutes left in the second quarter, and now with 4.5 here in the third.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Willowbrook's coach draws up here in the huddle right now. I mean, every time they've come out of their own huddle, they've seemed pretty successful in responding, so we'll see if they can get a bit of mojo going here, but I mean, this lead that York is reaccumulating right now, this is going to be a tough mountain to climb here with 4.5 minutes to go in the third, but we'll see what they can do.
We'll see what head coach Chris Perkins comes up with here. We'll step aside for a few moments as both teams talk it over. You're watching York Sports Network. Back from the timeout, 42-30 ball game. Jalen Griffin has it. And he swings it back over to Gomez. Now Griffin with it, left wing. Morrell, pump fakes, drives, swings it. Griffin wide open in the corner. His three-pointer is long. Stepanek's there on the rebound.
Hey, Griffin's kind of the guy you want to get going here, Connor.
Especially with O.J. Powell having 3 fouls. You need someone to step up. Right now, no one stepped up for this Warriors team. Here in the second half, DeSanto spinning around out of the left elbow. Gets it over. Moskal down low. Campus goes up, weaves through traffic, goes up and lays it in. Coast to Campus. Some fancy flying down low from the big fella.
Yeah, he's having a fantastic second half thus far.
About 4 minutes into the third quarter, he's already doubled his point total. He's up to 8. Powell has it, works on DeSanto, spinning around, gets it over to Griffin. Griffin directs traffic, swings it over. Morrell down low, extra pass. Gomez tries to get a little bit too fancy, I should say, and it's a turnover for the Warriors. Sika in the corner, just dribbles around and kicks it to Moskal in the corner for 3. Can't get it to go. Campus, offensive board, gonna get blocked down low by Garner. Griffin goes up and banks it in, coast to coast from Jalen Griffin. 12-point ball game, 44-32. Brand new player ready to check in for the Warriors. It's 23, Filip Polukovic, and foul's going to be called on the Dukes, so subs ready to come in. Polukovic, as well as Jakob and Fitzgerald in for the Dukes. Checking out Moskal and Campus. Long pass over to Griffin. Griffin now over to Morrell. Morrell back to Griffin. Griffin has it. Down low, it gets knocked out. Good defense by Sika, who's able to knock it free. Fitzgerald coast to coast and finishes with the right hand. 46-32, 14-point lead now for the Dukes here. 2:25 left to go in the third. And nearly another turnover. Fitzgerald couldn't hold on to it. Instead, he just smacks it out of bounds, and it'll be Griffin to inbound near the Willowbrook bench. Morrell over to Griffin. Nice swing it in the corner. Morrell to Griffin, who steps into a triple, and he connects. Jalen Griffin gets it to go. He's up to 13 points, 46-35 now, 11-point game. DeSanto hands it off. Fitzgerald now over. Jakob tries his luck, and he can't get it to fall. This one's short. Griffin picks up the rebound, now pushing the pace. Coast to coast, throws it in, and a charge taken by Sika, and it'll be a foul on Griffin. The Dukes will get it back.
Perfect job there, absorbing the contact there by Sika. You know, he realized Griffin was going so quick down the lane and obviously couldn't control himself to slow down or stop. So he figures, I'll just take the contact myself.
Never going to lead the team in scoring, but he does all the little things right, and then that's what makes him so valuable. Fitzgerald down low, Stepanek goes up, and he's able to lay it in. Looked like he was going to go for the slam, but he's up to 20 points now. Griffin into the corner, Powell sidesteps, going, and they're going to call a floor foul here.
York foul number 33, Ethan Jakob, his first, team second.
Hunter Stepanek gets slowed down considerably since about the first 10 minutes of the game, but he's still up at 20 points, leading the team in scoring by a mile. Powell gets it into Morrell. Morrell has it. Now over to Griffin. Morrell from downtown. This one's way short. Oskadam right there. Probably the easiest rebound he's had all day. DeSanto over to Jakob. 1 minute, 12 seconds. Jakob, right side, goes up and gets fouled. So 2 shots coming up for Ethan Jakob.
Dukes are pacing themselves a bit more now. I mean, there's no pressure in the backcourt really, so they have a lot of time to set up a play.
Jaden Royal getting ready to check in for the Warriors. Jakob connects on the first free throw. When you speak to having no pressure, I think that's so huge that they were able to jump out to that early lead, or extend that lead early in the third quarter. Because now they can slow it down, try and kill some more clock. Jakob goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's 50-35, back up to a 15-point game. Griffin has it, pauses, it swings into the corner. Powell pulls up from downtown. This one off the back iron. Stepanek's there for the rebound. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jakob for Oskadam. His three-pointer is good. Sawyer Oskadam cashes in for the triple, and it's 53-35. Less than half a minute here in the third quarter. Long pass down low, going up and getting blocked by Jakob. Royal gets denied down low.
There's some kind of newfound energy with the Dukes right now. I mean, there's no sign of slowing them down now. I mean, they've accumulated a massive lead now, the biggest lead of the game so far for either side.
Costa Campus checking out Hunter Stepanek. Paint dominance has been the name of the game, and that's why the Dukes have been leading this entire time. They've yet to squander a lead. They jumped out to a 4-0 lead, have yet to look back. It's gotten close at times, but still, it's been all York. Right wing three-pointer is good from Mikey Garner. Quick release from him. 53-38 now. 13 seconds. DeSanto over to Sika. They're moving it down. Oskadam has it. Works right, goes up, can't lay it in. Campus on the rebound, goes up, and the second chance basket is good for Costa Campus. 1 second, last second heave, and that hits off the top. Baskets that are brought up before the start of the game, so no buzzer beater there. Something you've been wanting to see all year, Luca.
Oh, yes, desperately. Oh, man, this is just not how Willowbrook wants to go into the fourth quarter, obviously. I mean, this is they're trailing by such a big deficit now. I mean, this is just not where you want to be. 17 is how much they're trailing by, and they're just, the problem was in the first half that they're not slowing people down on the inside, and honestly, there's not been as much work on the inside from the Dukes. Now it's been a more outside and perimeter game from the Dukes, and they can't seem to respond to that there. And they were playing aggressive defense from beyond the perimeter, and they just can't seem to tap back into that.
The big men have been leading the Dukes all this way so far. Final 8 minutes coming up as the Dukes look to close it up by 17. Start of the fourth quarter here, final 8 minutes, 55-38 your score here in this presentation of York Dukes basketball here on York Sports Network. Dukes looking to close it out. It was a 5-point game at one point. That's the start of the second half, but the Dukes pulling away Now up by 17. Brendan Carroll sending it down low. Oh, nice pass from Stepnick, and Connor Fitzgerald on the back cut and lays it in with the left hand.
That's a well-rehearsed play right there, drawn up by Coach Dunn.
Royal down low is going to get fouled by Campus. They'll tag him with his first foul of the day, and Jalen Griffin to inbound from the baseline. Griffin gets it into Garner. Now Powell right back. Griffin, left elbow, kicks it back out. Powell, pump fakes, gets it knocked out. Griffin's there to pick it back up. Powell, over to Griffin, wide open for three, and he can't get this one to fall. This one's getting knocked around, and another foul will be called. They'll get Campus again. So he picks up back-to-back fouls. He's up to 2. 57-38. Long pass into Powell. Powell over to Griffin. Griffin driving baseline, and he's going to get fouled. So another foul call. This time they're going to get Sawyer Oskadam. So 3 straight fouls, and we're not even a minute into the fourth quarter. 2 away from putting Willowbrook in the bonus. Going up, and they're going to call Powell for a travel.
And with those 3 fouls, that was the ultimate goal right there, obviously, trying to force a turnover. But the thing with the Dukes going this fast, trying to control and pace the defense of Willowbrook, is you're going to have to play aggressive, and that's going to result in something tough like a foul.
Willowbrook suffocating the Dukes, but they get it out. Now Campus working down low, goes up, and he gets the foul too. Count the basket, Coast to Campus goes up. He's up to 12 points. And it's a combined 32 of the 59 points from the Dukes big men. I mean, when they have the size advantage, I don't know if there's anyone that could stop those 2 down low.
Absolutely not. I mean, you got Costa, your bigger kid. I mean, obviously plays football, and Hunter Stepanek also plays football. So 2 big kids, and I mean, there's nothing you could do to slow them down really once they get going.
The pair have an offer to play football at Cornell together, which would be pretty cool. 3-pointer from Powell, can't get it to go. Oskadam's there on the rebound. Following Campus completing the 3-point play. It's now 60-38. Oskadam down low, Campus again. He's getting harassed down on the floor, and it'll be a foul called on the Warriors.
Foul number 11, Jaden Royal, his first, team second. York basketball out of bounds.
Jaden Royal gets tagged with the foul, and now Carroll has a baseline. Gets it in. Fitzgerald over to Oskadam, top of the key. A lot of perimeter ball movement for the Dukes. Cycling in, who goes down low. Stepnick has it. Now back up to Fitzgerald, who pulls up for 3, and he knocks it down. Connor Fitzgerald up to 12 points, and it's now 63-38. It's back-to-back games for Fitzgerald, shooting extremely well. Powell, fade away, and he can't get it to go. Oskadam's there for the rebound.
Like I mentioned earlier, the Dukes are now controlling the pace and tempo that Willowbrook's offense plays at. And, I mean, it's just they're completely being manipulated right now. So they're just not getting the looks they want and in the timely fashion that they want either.
Oskadam with it. Driving to the basket, now kicks it out. Stepanek. Over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald puts it up with the left, can't get it to fall. Griffin on the rebound. Slows it down, goes up, and no foul called. Carroll picks it up. Now slows it down and gets it over to Campus. Duke's playing their first game in a long time with no shot clock, as Fitzgerald sent it down low to Campus, hits off his hands and goes out. So the Warriors will get it back, and it's a timeout called by the Warriors. Chris Perkins wants to talk things over with his team. 5:06 left to go here. Dukes with a big lead. 63-38 your score. You're watching York Sports Network. Back from the timeout, 5:06 left to go here in this game. It's 63-38 Dukes with a commanding 25-point lead over the Willowbrook Warriors as they look to close this one out and pick up their first win since the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic, as well as in their first game back. Griffin tries going down low. Stepanek tips it up, but it falls right back in the hands, but it'll immediately be turned over by Filip Polukovic. Fitzgerald gets it into Carroll. Carroll, long pass over to Askadam on the left wing. Out of Fitzgerald on the right wing. Fitzgerald down low. Stepanek has it, spinning, goes up and lays it in with the right hand. He's up to 22 points, and it's now 65-38. Jackson Rennick getting ready to check in for the Dukes. Mike Dunn starting to go to the bench. John Kellum coming in as well. Mid-range jumper not going to go. Askadam has it. Just spins back and gets it over to Carroll. Carter Heron as well getting ready to check in. It's looking like a full new five for the Dukes. Down low, Stepanek goes up, can't lay it in, and he'll get fouled. So 2 free throws coming up for Hunter Stepanek. Gabe Piper going to join these guys as well.
With this lineup that's coming in. No, they're gonna. I was about to say it looks like they might be keeping someone in, maybe like Stepanek or something to keep his stats going. But it looks like they're gonna bring in Jaden Logan as well, so that's a full 5.
Stepanek misses the first free throw. It's his first miss all day on anything. Free throws, field goals.
Field goals will still obviously pop up perfect in the stat sheet still.
And Rennick comes in, so a brand new 5 for the Dukes. They'll get to play this basically final 4 minutes of the ball game left. Griffin has it. Polukovic now back over. Griffin. Swing it in the corner. Long pass. Griffin driving. Tries kicking it down low. Last touch by Polukovic, and it'll be out of bounds on Willowbrook. And a timeout called by Chris Perkins. Wonder what he has to say to his squad here as they trail 66-38 with 3:32. Could more likely just be emptying the benches, which is what it looks like it will be happening. We'll step aside, back with the final 3:32 here on York Sports Network. We're back from the timeout here. There's 3 minutes, 32 seconds left to go. New team for Willowbrook. Fame Alka in as Carter Heron goes up and immediately lays it in. Starts it off strong here for the Dukes. Antoine Walker also in. Alka gets it over. Zach Boynton now back up to Fame Alka. Walker has it, tries laying it up, and he can't get it to go. Piper on the rebound. Heron, coast to coast, and he lays it in. Carter Heron gets it to go. John Vlahos Danny Liebert, Ben Nicolite, and Louis Arzon getting ready to come in for the Dukes as well. We'll see how much longer the 5 that's out here right now last. This one gets tipped up, and we'll see what the call is here. They get John Kellum on the foul. And 4 new players in. Piper, Rennick, Logan, and Kellum check out. Heron the only one in. New players are Arzon, Liebert, Vlahos, and Nicolite. So it's now 70-38. Long pass into Alka. 2 minutes left. Alka gets it over. Now driving and putting it up and cannot get it to go. Arzon on the rebound.
That was a tough move nonetheless.
Yeah, a really good move. Just couldn't get it to fall. Heron has it. Working right side. Heron to Nicolite. Left wing. Swings it to Vlahos in the corner. Vlahos working right. Arzon to Nicolite. Driving. Goes up and he can't get it to fall. And it'll spill out to the left end. Last touch by the Dukes, so it'll head back to the Warriors. Clock keeps ticking with 1:20. Deegan Meyer checked it in. Now Meyer has it. Works on Arzon. Swings it out. Back up top. Boynton. And now a corner 3 from Alka. Can't get it to fall. Whistle blown. They're going to call something on the floor. Who's it going to be on? It's going to be on John Vlahos. So free throws coming up as the clock keeps ticking. 45 seconds left to go in this one. First free throw on the way, and it's up and it's good. So makes it 70-39. Second free throw is no good. Arzon on the rebound. Gets it over to Heron. Heron. 25 seconds for the Dukes. Works to his right. Now gets it over. Vlahos. Now to his left. Arzon. Back up to Heron, and there's 10 seconds. And they'll just dribble this one out, and they'll finish with a 70-39 victory here over the Willowbrook Warriors. As time expires, and that'll do it. The Dukes on top in this West Suburban crossover matchup.
Yeah, I mean, this game, I mean, I think the stat that really shows how this game went was there were 9 points only for Willowbrook in the second half, and there were 35 for the Dukes. I mean, that's just an absurd comparison to throw out, but that was the true stat. I mean, Willowbrook just wasn't able to get it go for the perimeter in the second half like they had it going in the first half, and that's what kept them alive in this game, going into the lockers, and they just weren't able to get that back, and that was the death of their team today.
Hunter Stepanek led the way with 23 points. He was your leading scorer in tonight's victory over the Willowbrook Warriors, and that'll do it for us here. Alongside Luca DeSanto, I've been Connor Choi. Special thank you to our crew, Johnny Scalesity, John Fanukin, Griffin Hanna, and Mateo Rivera for helping with this production and that. And with that, we will sign off. Thank you and have a good night.